I love crispy roasted chickpeas. It's one of my favorite snacks, and it always blows my mind when I see them and in bags at the grocery store for a couple of ounces for $5, $6, $7, $9, $10. They're super incredibly easy to make. You get so much more with just a can for, that's like $1. It's amazing what you do with chickpeas, and this snack is one of those amazing things. Now, I've shown you how to make crispy chickpeas with different flavors a few different times over on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. But I wanted to break down a few different methods on how to do it. On the shorts, I've only ever done it with the air fryer. Today we're gonna do it in the oven a little bit, stuff that we didn't have time to do on the short. Now, both versions that I'm gonna make today are gonna be Cheeto flavored, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and then just regular cheesy flavored. Have fun with the seasoning. Go crazy with it. There's so much you could do with the seasoning that'll make these taste awesome. First up is gonna be the quick and easy air fryer version with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos flavor. So first, we just need to drain and rinse our chickpeas. I'm gonna save the aquafaba liquid. It's the liquid that's in the can of chickpeas. Now, I'm just gonna set the liquid aside, and for now, what we're gonna do is grab just a clean kitchen towel. Now, the reason why I rinsed them off was not realistically about the aquafaba, but it is to loosen these skins, because I do wanna get as much of the skin off as possible. It does two things. Removes some of the excess fiber that does make chickpeas a little farty, but drying them off and making sure that they're incredibly dry also is how they get super crispy. I'll show you another method for removing the skins, but this is just about method. This is all this is a method video, realistically. And even if you're making hummus, removing the skins will make it a better hummus. It will make it a smoother hummus. Now, I make my seasoning a little different every time. I don't really have like a very specific recipe for it, so I'll do my best to kind of nail out the best recipe I can. But we're gonna do it in a little like food processor, which will help grind it a little finer. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, probably about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon red crushed pepper, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon onion powder, little 1/8 of a teaspoon, just a touch of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon paprika, 1/4 teaspoon annatto. That's gonna give it the red color, but also a little bit more of that flavor. Probably gonna have to add a little bit more of that, we'll see. So let's just blend this together, see if we can make a fine powder. Okay, taste-wise, it's really good, but I am actually gonna up the annatto just a bit to give it more of that color. And then I also wanna add just a touch of the cheesy flavor, which is lactic acid. Lactic acid is not lactose. There's no dairy in this. This one comes from fermented sugar beets. Now, to make this powder sticky, we're gonna add about a 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch. If you're air frying something or frying something that's gonna end up pretty dry, having that cornstarch will make the seasoning stick while it's still hot. Man, that powder, breathing that in. God, that it's like dangerous. Okay, so at this point, all I'm gonna do is just give these guys a little tiny shot of olive oil, toss the chickpeas around in that flaming hot mixture. And that is gonna stick right to these. So at this point, I'm gonna toss them onto my air fryer rack in the air fryer, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. Which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. I struggled my whole life on losing weight and getting into shape. And I think the thing that finally worked for me was focusing on being healthy and not on the weight loss. To do that, I became incredibly active. I cut out overly processed foods, and I started a daily habit of complementing my diet with what I felt best fit my lifestyle. And that started when I found Complement. Complement is about empowering you to make your own decisions for your health, with tools, superfoods, resources, and nutrients to help build a system that fits your goals. You can actually head to their website linked below and take their quiz. It only takes a few minutes, and they will give you evidence-based, expert-backed guidance on what you might need to complement your lifestyle. For me, being overly active, I take the Complement protein, creatine, and they're essential, which is the ultimate multivitamin for plant-based eaters. It includes nutrients like B12, D3, iodine, K2, zinc, and magnesium. And recently, I started adding in their daily greens a couple times a week. This is a green superfood mix. They focus on getting the right dosage of a few powerhouse ingredients, instead of adding 75 green ingredients at inefficient levels. And it tastes good. Everything they have is 100% vegan, triple tested to ensure potency, purity, and transparency, and then they publish the third-party test results on their website for everyone to see. And if you're not happy for any reason, they offer a 100-day guarantee on all orders. So whether you're an athlete, parent, health nut, or somewhere in between, Complement is here to support your healthy lifestyle. So gang, click the link below to get 15% off everything I mentioned here and more. Compliment, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for making my healthy lifestyle so much easier. Okay, we have a few more minutes left on the air fryer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Misto. This is like one of my favorite little things. Now, if you don't have this, you can use any spray bottle, whatever you like, but I just personally like the Misto because it mists really well. I'm gonna add a little bit of the aquafaba. This Misto, you guys are gonna lose your mind. I'll tag it in the video, but this thing, all you do is just fill in whatever liquid you want. Olive oil, soy sauce, whatever liquid you want. I use it all of the time, especially like when I'm making things like popcorn. Oh man. And then you just pump it with air. Now, as soon as this is done, like the minute this is done, we're gonna give these a quick spray with the aquafaba, just really lightly. We don't wanna overly spray them. And then I'm gonna give them another douse of the seasoning, and we're gonna toss them back into the air fryer for just another minute, 1 minute. That's all it needs, maybe minute and a half. Cook them, and then they're done. And here they are, flaming hot, super crispy chickpeas. Now these guys as a snack, they're fantastic. You know, they have a great flavor. You can hear the crunch. I love making these. But the one thing about this version is they do get roasted. They do have like a little bit of like a roasted flavor to them. How can you make them to where they're just as crispy without being a little that darker, that cooked flavor? It's actually super easy. Okay, so for this next one, we have a few fun tricks. So we're going to drain the chickpeas again, save the liquid. Now with these, what we're gonna do, same type of concept, drop them into a towel and try to knock off as many skins as possible and toss them into a bowl in the sink that's filled with cold water, and you'll see that the skins will float to the top. Definitely is far quicker and easier than just kind of rubbing them all off. Much quicker. Once we have the chickpeas, all of the skins off as much as we can, we will just dry these off. The chickpeas do need to be dry. You can pick out any excess skins that didn't float to the top. There's still gonna be some. It's not gonna be perfect. That's the thing about the quick version. In this version, we aren't gonna season them first. We're gonna dry them a bit. Quite a bit first. Just gonna take a small piece of parchment paper on a small, just quarter-sized baking dish here. Drop these on, no oil at all. And we're just gonna toss these in the oven, about as low as your oven can go, maybe 225, 250, and let them go for about an hour. That's all you need right now. Okay, so these have about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and make the seasoning, which is gonna be really simple. Cheesy seasoning, nutritional yeast, quarter cup, half teaspoon lactic acid, a lot of lactic acid in this one, teaspoon of salt, a lot more salt. There's not a lot of different seasonings and flavors. There's a little garlic powder and some paprika. Same thing, just quickly blend this one up. Cheeto action. Wow, nailed that. That is nice. Just a little bit of cornstarch to make it stick. Now at this point, it's been about an hour. They are nice and dehydrated. They are not cooked though, so I'm going to raise the temperature to 350 degrees. Let's pump up our Misto with our aquafaba. Give these a little spray. I wanna be quick about them because we don't wanna hydrate them up. And then dump in the seasoning and just make sure they're fully coated. So I'm just gonna toss these back on the baking sheet here, but let's toss these into the 350 degree oven. It's gonna be about 10 minutes. Okay, these are done. I'm just gonna put them right back into the seasoning while they're hot. While they're hot is the best chance for them to actually have more seasoning stick on them if you would like. When it comes to the Cheeto dusting, the cheesy flavor, you always want more. More is better. I love them both. But yeah, let's see what Monica has to say. Okay, baby. So, I'm gonna see if you can kind of tell what I was mimicking. You know I've made these before. You love these. I know Monica loves these little snacks. So jump in. I wanna see which one you like better. Don't actually dive in, but go ahead, let's start with this one.
Okay.
I like both of them personally.
A kick to this.
Yeah, no kick. It could have been kickier. I don't think I kicked it enough, actually.
It's kind of like flaming hot Cheetos.
Yep.
I love these types of things.
Yeah. What about the crisp?
Oh my God. So, super crunchy, super crisp, super Cheeto-y.
Are you okay with the crispiness of that one?
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay.
Why would I not be okay with that?
Well, this one's gonna be a little different.
Okay.
Let's see what you say.
All right.
Let's try it. Oh, get through it.
Here we go.
Here we go. This one's gonna be different. Different flavor and
I feel like I need
texture.
a palate cleanser.
Oh, do you want water?
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. A little cheesy. Like regular Cheetos.
Yeah. Yeah, regular Cheetos.
I mean, these are even a little bit more crunchy. Actually, these might be less crunchy. There were just some crunchy ones in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are way more crunchy. But they're not crunchy like anything. They're just super crunchy and crunchy.
If I said this one was crispy, crunchy, like a nut.
Oh, I mean, they're a little hollow in the center.
Okay.
So that's why that's hard.
And this is crispy, crunchy, like a cracker.
Yeah, this is less hollow.
Yeah. It's more like a snack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like these almost got puffed a little bit.
Yeah. These are more like hollow in the center with like a nice, like crunchy crisp. And these are more like, they're not soft in the center. They're just a little bit, these I feel like are more than like a nut.
Yeah.
Like if you bite into like an almond or something.
They're softer.
Yeah.
What do you like better?
This one.
Yeah.
And I like the hollow.
Those are easier and quicker. I like these better, personally. One can of chickpeas will change the way you think about snacks.
This is the winner.
Each one of these is one. This is the winner for me. This is my winner. They're both winners. Cheers.
See you later.
Yeah. This is dinner.